Right, guys, what we know if I am audible. Right, I'm aware that my right, pretty good market. People who are joining right now, make sure that you drop. Let me right LNT. Give me 1 second. Let me just good afternoon. Let me just guys who are joining, make sure that like just a sec. Right, my people are a bit unaware in my house that I do a live at this time. Anyways, we can hear your questions. Um, Also again, it mankind farm. As you can start putting in your question. Another disclaimer: don't copy the stocks which I have on my not what I'm. Don't blindly copy them. But L&T Finance is actually tell you what happened in L&T. So around 1.5 years ago, or if L&T actually bought a big stake, this stock was actually very underperformed before this point. See, this is the COVID low, and it almost got there by the by the beginning of 2022. So this was kind of a bad time for this, not doing well. What happens after that? L&T, the promoter, comes in, right? Obviously, Look at how the earnings have changed. Look at all these red earnings. Suddenly, every earning, right? So this is the power of promoters where they bought, and obviously it still looks good. Should I buy it here? Probably not, right? Because see, the demand is actually coming from. So will I buy it right here when the demand is here? Maybe not. And also this is an FNO stock, so momentum FNO stock might be a bit up to cap. So all these factors combined, I would probably not buy this. Chart is still quite decent. But Nifty, we will talk about Nifty sometime. Mankind Farm. So I actually bought this stock for the fall. So bought this stock right here. Now if you see what is happening, just break it down to simple higher highs and higher lows or patterns. See what is happening. So this supply broke all the lows, right? That is pretty clear here. This supply broke all the lows, and Mankind Pharma has just now traveled back up to this. This is not the right time to buy the stock because it can be the start of a down. I'm not saying it will fall, but what you are buying is you are buying the first pullback of a down move. This is not the right thing to do. So hopefully this makes sense. Don't want to buy the stock already has already fallen, and this is the first pullback. Let it pull back once more. Let it hold these lows. Let it start to go sideways a bit. Just the first candle into. Don't buy here. Also, people who are joining now, make sure that you like you from August 1. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Inox Wind. Also, guys, another thing is what I discuss is short-term trading. All right, this is trading. This is no different from your intraday or your option trading, or any of that, any of those things. This is proper hardcore trading, chart based. Right? Just because we are buying stocks does not mean that I am investing in the market. As soon as I see the first signs of a down move, I am out. Right. So this is very hardcore trading. This is not a long term investment thing. Voice issues. Right? Is there any issue with my voice? There any voice might be a bit low because when I the other USB too high, so it might be a bit low. Is it okay now? Should be. Let me know. Yeah, voice might be a bit low. Just turn up the volume. I'm aware that the volume is a bit low. So if you turn up the volume, it should be. Also, I'm trying to talk a bit loudly, so that should be right. Inox Wind. Yeah. So Inox Wind, we talked about demand zone right here. Talked about the area of demand. Tested that demand, trying to go up. Now again, the demand is right there. Demand is still here. If you're buying here, again something like this can happen. Maybe this time it breaks. You end up taking a big loss, right? When your loss is as big as the range itself, that is not right, right? So one quick trick which I will tell you guys is, you see the range is something like this, and your stop loss is as big as the range. Uh, that is not a good trade, right? 10 out of 10 times that's a bad trade. If you b- let's take this. So let's take this example. So try to stay at least in the middle of the range. I try to stay as close to the demand as. This is a very very solid buy trade right here. Trade right here is a very solid buy trade. I think I bought it, but This trade right here, very solid buy trade. So if your stop loss is as big as the range, if you're buying near the range high, your stop loss will be as big as the range. That is not the right thing to do, right? So you want to be, a bit obviously below the half of the range, but a bit closer to the demand as well. Even if you're buying after some sort of SJS Enterprises. This is okay. This is actually good. A good chart. Supply is right here though. Make sure that you're aware. See, this is why I tell you guys to not buy far from the demand. Is actually the demand is actually here, right? So anywhere if you buy all these areas, this is far, not the right, not the right place to buy, right? So try start recognizing these demand zones. See the last momentum move. This is the last momentum move. After that, it's just choppy price action. And before this move, this was the last moment. This is your demand zone right here. Before all this move, this last moment, right? Move right here. So start recognizing these pulse moves. Because if you don't do that, you will have no structure to your chart. You just will just start, fiddling around trying to make something right, even if not really setting up. All right. Ace was a good buy at 742. Pretty good stock. 742 is a bit higher. It is a bit higher. Maybe I'm just nitpicking now, but if you see the entire range, I would rather try to buy it maybe right here. 742. Now you are in this. So maybe you can do it. Maybe it is doable. I like to buy it as soon as it starts leaving the EMA. So candles right. These are my buying candles. Right? Obviously, if it sets up, not setting up on the daily, then no candle is a buy. Yeah, decent trade, not bad. All right, Nifty, Bank Nifty. Let's check those out. So what is going on? Pretty interesting stuff. Nice candles. Let's check out Nifty, Gift Nifty. So in Gift Nifty, there is a supply right here, which is the last supply. Right, and this is where the market is struggling. So if you see, this is the supply where the market is struggling. So use Gift Nifty because this supply, it is there on the Nifty chart as well, but it is kind of hidden. So if this supply right here, just two candles, everything happened overnight. So this is your supply on Nifty, which it is rejecting currently. So do not buy here. Do not buy the index here because where is the demand coming from? Inside the volume. Where is the demand coming from? Demand is coming from those slow right here. Yes. Right. So the time to buy Nifty was maybe yesterday. So in my server, what was I doing? What was the plan in the server? So you see Gift Nifty. We were actually looking at this move right here. So it has happened today. It's already marked beforehand. So why were we looking for this? If you see, this was the last hourly base on Gift Nifty, which was broken by this up move. Where is the demand for this up move? Coming from this area right here, inside the base, right? From inside the base, you're getting the demand. Start to pull back, pull back, pull back, and this is where shifted from a downtrending move to a sideways base right. This indicates the completion of a nice base build-up. If you just look at it on a zoomed out perspective, what is going on? If you there's a break, then there is a higher high scenario here, higher low scenario. Where should it stop ideally? At the last daily demand. This was the trade plan, and between all this, right? What is the, because we are not buying Nifty stocks. We are not buying Nifty as well. We are not selling options. None of that stuff. What is the plan here? The plan is, you see the small cap index. If I add the small cap index on, add it on, right? So the small cap index, after falling, extremely strong. So the one without the EMA is the small cap index. Sure. Look at this sideways base below the EMA towards the range low, right? Look at this base right here, constantly pushing through the supplies. The small cap index was already strong. So what we were doing is we were buying stocks on all these bounces from the demand zones, right? So on the first day, obviously we did not buy a lot. From second day on, started to buy in. Another reason to buy small cap stocks this market, even though there was a big fall. First of all, obviously it was stronger. Secondly, Nifty was now at this base. I talked about this base, guys. Remember, I was speaking about this base the previous live. That this is a very, very solid base. It can maybe lead to a pause or some sort of up supply. So this base was there, obviously, and the small cap was actually still above the EMA, which is extremely powerful. Look at the closing of this cap, holding this entire base low, still above the EMA, and now pushing that supply, which I showed you the hourly chart supply, right? So small caps have been strong, and I think they will be strong. I think it's not reacting from supply till now, and I believe they will continue to be strong going. If you are not buying small caps, I think you're missing out. Now, obviously, I'm not encouraging you to buy something you don't want to, but you are an active trader and you're open to buying anything. You should be buying small. The time for small, and it's clearly visible. Even mid caps are lagging. Even mid caps have lagged. Mid caps pulled back to this area of demand. So this is your weekly demand right here. Look at this range right here. This is the weekly demand, and mid caps are approaching high. Meanwhile, small caps are already near the highest. Extremely strong. Expect it to continue. Um, US markets have improved. US markets weekly EMA. Again, the same weekly demand. EMA on US 100. Global markets look good. Should be buying stocks right now. Sure, many of them will do. Obviously, I won't recommend you individual names, but just as a heads up, be bullish until you see a proper break. Right. Go capital or capital. So again, um, see, what I like is I will like maybe 1 or 2 more days. Because right now, if you see, tested out the supply here, now it's going creeping back up. So maybe if it stabilizes here, then maybe it can go. Right. Again, not a recommendation or anything. I'm just answering your doubt. Maybe we're here, can stabilize and start. Don't chase it right now. Just watch it. Answer container. Nothing in this. I'm not sure why you would ask this. There is nothing in this. Downtrending below the EMA. Done. All right. So okay, we already have some marks here. Is live. Let's see. Okay, so the demand is here. Again, I wouldn't want to buy. Also, it looks kind of illiquid. Yeah, very liquid. Yeah, Birla money. It's already gone. Already gone. Nothing here. It stay close to the EMA. So the point to buy this was probably here. Maybe here if you're a bit advanced. I wouldn't buy here. It's already gone now. Stay clear of this. Yeah, gone. No. This looks very illiquid. Chart was okay, but you will find several other stocks which kind of illiquid. Stay away from stay away from names which like this. Might be sideways for red tape again. As soon as you open a chart, your eyes should immediately go to the sky and see where you're buying. You are buying like 15% higher, 10%, 11%. Don't do that. Alright, so don't buy here at the top of the range. PNB housing. So I think we talked about already looks decent, but again, this is far from the demand. The chart is good. What is a monthly chart? Again, if you're going to the higher time frames, I am suspect that it's extended on the. Yeah, actually, look. Okay, good. Your weekly breakout, your weekly demand looks pretty good to me. But again, let's suppose you are holding this. Let's suppose you buy this. What happens? Uh, is here for let's say another 4 months. Going to hold it through that? Definitely. But Zota Healthcare is extended, so pretty extended. Don't buy this. All right, 361. Again, this is very extended. Buy this stock right here. See if it's far from the EMA, far from the is extended, not not jump in. Don't want to jump in stocks that have already moved. So the point is when it's already far from the EMA. See, when do stocks become far from EMA? Let's look at the index. So let's okay, Nifty is okay. It's also back to the solid. You see, in an uptrend, hold on to the EMA. It will hug it so very very interesting. So yeah, coming back to my point, what happens is when you're already far from the EMA, means that some kind of move has already happened in the very short term. So let's look at it in there is a 50 EMA. So let's say the 50 EMA looks like this. The stock is moving around it. Suddenly, there are three big candles, right? So obviously, the 50 EMA, when it forms for these three closing prices, this 50 EMA will also have another 47 candles from this side, because it's not one EMA or three EMA. Will just factor in these three candles. Also has another 47 candles from this price. Average price is somewhere here. So, so let's say the average price of these three prices is middle. The average price is here for these 47 candles. And these 47 candles have a lot of weightage because they are 47. So the EMA will only curve up slightly. The price will run up to this. So a big divergence will build up between the EMA and the price. Because it's a moving EMA. Obviously, as the candles keep forming, EMA will shifting uh, ahead, right? So if the price, when the price is moving, it is always moving far from the EMA. It has to do that, right? Because otherwise there is no big move possible. If it keeps coming back to the EMA, no big move is. So if you reverse engineer this basic theory, if it's always moving far from the EMA when there's a big move, so you just invert it. If it's already far from the EMA, it means that some move has already happened. Some kind of move has happened in the very short term. So let's look at this. So with this, let's ignore the index can stay far. I'll tell you why. So look at this example. Every time it's far from the, even even in the very short term. So look at this. Every time it's far from the EMA, right here, some move has happened. Even right here, some move has happened. Even right here, some move has happened. Right? And if you're entering in the middle of a move, you cannot possibly get a bigger move than that. So what happens is, if it has already moved, let's say it is supposed to move this much, and it has already moved this much. How can you expect it to go this again? Go for a run again. How do you know how much is going to move? You want to enter when the stock is absolutely dead, so that you are the you are catching the first move itself. So somewhere here, it has been dead for 2 months. So 2-3 months, absolute sideways, new base, and then you get the fresh move, right? Because now this is coming out of the EMA from a fresh base. Again, it was extended, pulls back quickly, just forms a base for multiple years. Obviously, this was a bear market, so you get a get a very long base here. But again, forms a base and starts to go up again. Now it's setting up again. Right? So whenever it's far from the EMA, you are entering in the middle of the move. Trust me, you don't want to do that. Only work in racing bull markets, and when the bull market ends, it will fall like this. Say you're buying here, what will happen? It suddenly turns around. So buy around bases, buy around these bases. Don't buy far from the bases. Basically, saying don't buy an extended stop, right? Again, the guys who have joined recently, make sure that you like. Do you think TWL? All right, so TWL people find it. Name has changed. क्या करना? So is it ready for another rally? I cannot say. Is it ready for a move till the supply? Maybe. That's all I know. If it rallies more, if it finds a top here, no one can say that. All I know is maybe it can move up. We'll have to see. So step by step build up to a rally. Not cannot assume that you buy it and it will start rallying. That started to happen much more, right? But yeah, chart is obviously very decent. Right. Asked about Lancer container on BSC. Probably got listed in BSC later, I guess. This is a different Lancer container. So Lancer container lines. I think the other one is the Lancer listed in. I'm not sure, but both are different. This is very, very liquid. Talk about, but both are different. Both are different. Buy it, be a bit careful. Don't buy the wrong. If you have any course, yes, the registration start from 10 basic 8. So you can hit me up on my Instagram on my name. With my name, you'll get. Someone can just send the Instagram ID. So wow, pretty strong chart. Pretty strong chart. A long time. Definitely sure. Right. The only problem I have with it is it has not pulled back enough. So catch a big move, like a like a move from the. But let's look at this. So daily, obviously, there has been pullback. This is probably a good price. So yeah, chart is good. Chart is the pharma is also good. I think it is up, but it is gone now. So was the entry right here. Over. This was the entry. Now it's gone. It is very, very extended. Again, the same theory. Look at this. You are buying around the range, buying buying at the worst possible, even in the best setup. Any sort of market volatility kicks in, stock will end up right. Be a bit careful here. Right, Skipper again extended out this stock, but supply was not exactly. Don't buy it here. AWL. Yeah, yeah, we should wait for a more solid build. Let's say, let's say it's going goes up. We'll wait for a build up. Nothing yet. No. SW elect bought at 1.7. This is a good trade. Not bad. You guys are learning pretty. A good trade. Metro brands. Again, extended stock. Not a very fast mover as well. Look at how it moves. Look at the amount of range bound candles. Look at the amount of sideways. So not a very fast mover. This year, very slow mover. That is obviously good. It is extended right now. It is a slow mover. You can maybe find some better moving. Right, IFGL exports. Okay, so where is the demand here? Right here. Candles. So again, buying at the range high. This is not the point, not the time to buy at the range high. Alpha Lab, there is nothing in Alpha Lab. Sun Pharma, again, nothing, just because it is at the range. Maybe the weekly looks good. So this was weekly looks good. Sun Pharma is uptrending, but look at how much it has moved. The bull market, not a very flattering stock. Their TF influence. I'm able. So yeah, um, I would ignore this, even though it moves. Any stock in my radar, no stocks in my radar. Talk about. Don't want anyone coming after me. So this educational content will start to do well by yourself. Just keep watching and implementing what I what, what I talk about, because um because it's been working. Many people have learned even without attending any quite a few can start trading just from YouTube. Be insane. So just keep following the lives. Uh keep watching. Definitely audio is breaking. Alright, is it okay now? Maybe some problem with the network, but my end seems okay. Alright, JSW Infra, if it one got listed, yeah. The recent. So see, where is the demand zone for this? It is actually right here. So I don't think it needs a pullback. Not a buy recommendation, not a buy recommendation at all here. But audio is still breaking. Um, I am not sure why that is happening, because the network seems fine, the live is working fine, showing me that the audio is fine. So I'm not sure what is happening. You just turn up the volume if it's a bit low, because I know the volume is a bit low. Yeah, I don't think it needs a pullback. I don't think this stock. I should probably add. Right. What Brigade Enterprises? Pretty solid. Okay, this is a solid trade. So this is a nice. Actually, this is a great trade. Good one. This is a good one. Okay, the technology. Okay, so this is already gone to find these stocks. I think I need to start looking on BSC more. What is going what is going on here? Maybe maybe I need to start holding one or two names. The volume is actually 1,200 rupees. Looks pretty good. But don't buy this here. Don't buy this here. Brigade he wants an ASMR audio in a stock market. Oh, okay. Gold is actually much weaker than gold. So the weekly supply on silver. Maybe it comes down. Maybe. Again, I think gold is bullish. Gold is also at a supply here, so maybe also start. Silver is definitely the weaker one. So let's say you're looking to short something. Gold, gold versus silver, you should short silver. That is what. All right. So let's look at the index going on. You guys really trading intraday? What is? How are you guys trading intraday here? What is your profit taking? Buy here and you sell here. Key points. So this is kind of so why is this happening? Because there are multiple expiries in single week. People really thought that if you have six expiries every week, you would get the same premium across all expiries. That won't happen because let's say you have a Nifty finance expiry on it happens on Tuesday, and then you have a Bank Nifty expiry which happens on Wednesday. So there are many stocks which are overlapping. Mostly it is Nifty Bank only. There's some divergence because of Bajaj Finance. Many stocks are overlapping now. Even SDFC is merged, so even SDFC is a part of bank. So if FinNifty has a high premium expiry, it's quite unlikely that Bank Nifty will also have high premium because premiums will fall. These premiums fall, this will also fall. So and push this across multiple expiries. Now you have a Nifty expiry, a mid cap expiry, Sensex expiry, and even Bank X. What is the difference between Bank X and Bank Nifty? So premiums are gone. You are trading the same thing across multiple days. How will any premium say if multiple people are selling? So so out of greed, basically you have killed your own edge. Be much better off with higher premiums, but one or two expiries a week. Now even if you sell at the money, practically useless. You sell at the money for the next month, so 30 days to expiry, you make like 1% on that is a joke. And Nifty moves 1% five times in one wallet. So all right, Umber Enterprises. Today has become a joke. Looks decent, but again, demand is down here. Doesn't look bad though. All right. Future Tech still holding. All right, that is good. If still holding it, that's but don't buy. It's also kind of maybe it's time to cut this off as all that flattering anymore. Our systems, good. Might dip into the demand. Can it probably can, but see the point is there is a trade-off. Or you don't want to miss out on the move. You will be okay with maybe a dip into the. You don't want to miss out on the move. But these IT stocks have been doing well. The mid cap, small cap IT stocks. So maybe it just breaks out. So there is always a trade-off. Just make sure that it's not like make sure that you're not surprised with a move. Bond is obviously around 480. Seniors India support near it's actually moved up a lot. Okay, don't buy this. You can find much better stocks which have not fallen. Right? 200 DMA is all right. Probably the weekly. It might go up, but there's too much supply on the top. So too much supply. Don't buy this. All right. Uh, we will stop here and see you guys again next week. See that you learn. So keep learning, keep liking the video, share it with your friends, I guess. Guys.